and maybe also bit less number of, so give it more things to train and less to. But what will be other interesting thing is, let's see these values, right? So why don't we do print y predict and do print y test and y predict. You put the bracket later. You have to put them in bracket. Yeah, put them in bracket. Okay. This will give you a syntax error. This is what we want, and same for y test. Next line up. So what's your mother tongue? Okay. I should have learned to speak Telugu when I was in Warangal, but my Telugu did not evolve. So now you can see what's happening. So we had 16 people. These 5 we are trying to predict, right? And your accuracy has gone down dramatically, hasn't it? So let's change the random state in which we divided it first. And let's also change this. Run it again. 60% accuracy, okay? So it all depends upon a bit of process parameter. But now, whether is it 1 a boy or a 0 is a boy?
1 as boy.
1 as boy. So you are doing fair, no, you're equally wrong for boys and girls, but you can change the state here again.
Till it becomes accurate.
No, it will never become 100% accurate. It's just, so when I change the random state, it's just choosing different set of people to train and different set of people to because it's saying 80% accuracy now, but you can see it is wrong. Oh, no, it is wrong. Oh, why? Okay. So with 80% accuracy, you can tell who is a boy or a girl just looking at their bank statement. I think your answer was, I could see my sister's bank statement any day and tell it's her, it's not mine. Right?
I spend more than her.
You spend more than her?
I spend the most than her.
Look, here's another real life example, spot example. Now I can make you popular.
I spend for everybody that I spend.
Sister and brother. And the brother claims he spends more. Exception.
For household expenses.
What, do you go and buy the salt and rice from you as well? Acha. Does he speak the truth? Or he's just making a Mickey out of me? Okay. Last I will look at Anjum and then we are done. So, आपका क्या चल रहा है? So, accuracy prediction में you're getting it wrong. So before we do that, why don't we look at these things? We predicted that, right? So why don't we print? What have we predicted and what did we test? So what did we test? This is random forest one which you're looking at, right? So what's my test variable? Y test, right? And what's my predicted variable? Y? Predicted. So let's see. Okay. Sorry, can't hear. Okay. नहीं ये तो y predicted यहाँ से ना आपका. It's the same variable, you just created it tool. I mean, it's a variable name, whatever name you give to it. But hold a second. Why is doing it this way? ये कुछ issue हो रहा है. And this is why we need to sometimes visualize the number. Okay. Why is my data 01514 and my prediction 007? That doesn't sound right. Are you taking, what are you doing? Are you predicting You're not predicting gender. वो कर लिया आपने.
नहीं सर, मैं सारा डेटा से लिख सकता हूँ, मतलब सारा उनका एक्सपेंडिचर लिख सकता हूँ, तो
क्यों
मैंने नाम वगैरह कर दिया. तो अगर मैं सबको ऐड
क्यों नहीं ले सकते?
कर दूँ तो लंबा बनेगा.
नहीं.
If I do that,
हाँ.
some people pay some
नहीं.
company
So how were you able to do the gender differentiation? Okay. So अभी आप क्या कर रहे हो? Are you looking predicting for each person? Prediction month wise. So if you want to do 1 month,
इसलिए डेटा रख सर.
regression करना होगा ना हमें. फिर भी करेगा. I should okay do it 1 month, but I mean this is so this is just the variable, right? It's just a variable name. So why are you changing different variable names here? So question here है कि हमारा why test data is 0, 1, 5, 14? That doesn't sound right. Is this my test data? ये कुछ गड़बड़ लग रहा है. Let's go straight from there. ये कर रहा है कि अटका हुआ है? Let me just do something. Bring a purposeful mistake. Right? मतलब ये चेक करने के लिए था कि कुछ हो भी रहा है कि नहीं हो रहा है. चलिए यहाँ पे का वेरिएबल लेते हैं. So I'm predicting for everybody. It's predicting everybody is going to spend the same amount of money. What did we think they are going to spend? कुछ डेटा था हमारे पास पहले ना. White test भी था हमारे पास. Why is my white test so small? Y डेटा क्या है? कहाँ सेट किया Y? Where have we set Y? This one. Let's print this. Oh. Got it. So that's the prediction. X train, X test, Y train, Y test. Model fit. Doesn't matter which is this 2023? But are you not then predicting for 2023? But you are training it with the whole X data, right? Your X data is? So when you do a linear regression, how to put it this way? So your training data should be everything from January till February. January 2023 till February 2024. That will be your training data, right? And then your testing data is the last column of March 2024. So it's trying to learn from all the historic data, all past 11 months, right? And whatever it predicts for next month, it should compare with that data, right? Right now, your training data, what is your training data? Is this the whole thing? That's your training data. There is no training data. Oh, sorry. Man, there is no training data. Because you need to give the financial data to be trained as well. So your training data has to be all those columns from 2023 January till. So why don't we do one thing? Let's take the whole data set and remove few columns and remove the last few columns, and you're done. Timestamp to run though, that's a metric, but your identifier, your gender, your year of birth. So if you know how to remove data, right? Just let's remove this data and then leave everything else which is there. Yeah. Okay, but we do need the January, February expenditure data, because right now your X is just your gender. You can't predict just based on the gender, right? Can you? Without any financial information about the genders. You can't. So, but Y is my output. Y input थोड़ा जो है, input तो X है और X में कुछ भी नहीं है. तो little wonder इसने predict किया कुछ. It gave कि जब हमारे पास कोई डेटा नहीं है, तो एक decent prediction है कि सब बराबर खर्चा करेंगे. So these numbers जो throw कर रहा है, prediction numbers, but right? Because it has no data to train against. So what you could do, the other way you could have, ये आपके मैनुअल कॉलम लगाए हुए हैं क्या? I don't need all of that. बहुत मेहनत कर रही हो. The other thing, इतनी मेहनत करनी कुछ भी नहीं. Why do you need to label these columns? हाँ, but otherwise ये एक लेबल तो देगा ही, अपना लेबल देगा. To call it column 10, column 11. You don't need to. So look at this way. जब आपने डेटा सेट पहली बार पढ़ा है, कहाँ पढ़ा है आपने? Oh, you have already given January, February by this time. ठीक है? And then what do? Why do you're renaming the columns? ठीक है ना, ये दोस्त इसके बात करता है. Okay. ठीक है, कोई बात नहीं. But these are all done, okay? So what we could very easily do is we could, the training, so your X data is the problematic now, right? So what we could do, let's take all of these. Which one you prefer? अंडरस्कोर लगाएगी लड़की. बिना अंडरस्कोर के हमारे. What do you say? 2020. Hold a second. This doesn't make sense. Just a second. Data set dot head. पहले कॉलम को 2024 एक्सपेंडिचर फरवरी कह रहा है. Okay, so you're going January, February. First column it's calling it 2025. So what you could do is this x. So x say, so ये आपके final ही है, right? And when you read, you did not read timestamp as index, did you? You know how to do that? No. जब आप पहली बार पढ़ रहे हो ना, हम चेंज नहीं करना चाहते. When you're reading here, that's when you can say index underscore call is timestamp. But कोई बात नहीं, अब यहीं से देखते हैं. So let's remove all of this. ये हम यहाँ तक हटा देते हैं. ये स्लाइड को एडिट करें. क्या हो रहा है भाई? नहीं, हम ऐड इन भी नहीं, हम यहाँ इस लाइन को बदलेंगे. Okay, and what I want to do is this: x is equal to data set. These are the columns जो हम उनको हटाना चाहते हैं. How do I remove these columns? नहीं, ड्रॉप मैंने तो सब कुछ ड्रॉप, नॉट टर्म्स को ड्रॉप करेगा. हमको एक कॉलम. Will this work? हमने गलती की कहीं. I need to do double. ड्रॉप कैसे करते हैं? मैंने कल बताया. क्या गलत कर रहा हूँ मैं? स्पेस है क्या कहीं? आपने ड्रॉप एक भी नहीं किया. मैं सोचा आपके सिंटेक्स ले लूंगा. ड्रॉप कहीं ना कहीं से निकाल लेंगे. So drop bracket. Sorry. Can I go? So data set dot drop. Same thing is I have to deal with so many different programming numbers. Good. Everybody here. Dot access 0. कहीं आसानी से एक्सप्लेन किया होगा. Access is equal to columns. क्योंकि हम कॉलम्स को कॉलम्स नहीं करते, तो access is equal to 0 should suffice, hopefully. आप क्या गलती कर रहे हैं? कल के कोड में देखोगे. raw player's axis is 1. वापस जाओ कोड में. कितने टैब्स खोल के रखेगा, तुम लोगों को पता नहीं टैब से क्या प्रेम है. Go. How do you remember these things? ये नहीं है. Close it. Labels is equal to. Let's see if this works. Works. Now let's see if it is x dot head. सब कुछ हटाया है कि नहीं इसने? That works fine. Okay. I just have this information now. Okay. I don't need this. That is my x. I don't need my y. Okay. चलिए.
This projected graph.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to give a mean one, but it's not working.
Mean one is not working. What? Why is it?
Code is correct.
So where is it not working? Is the functionally not working?
Yes, from mean function.
Can you check if the mean is correct? There are only 16 numbers. When you just check one mean value to see if it is actually the mean of the data. This, see, look at the number. What's happening to you, Babu? Same. कहाँ फंसे हो? So one thing which I think already told to some of your friends: do not write big code. छोटे code में compile करो. That way you know where the error lies and put it in a next tab. Okay. Still, girls spend less than boys. अच्छा इंडिया वाला डेटा, शुगर वाला. Okay, let's do this क्योंकि मैं निकल जाऊंगा. It's best to discuss this. So अगर आप पेपर देखो तो it talks about few restrictions, right?
Restriction और उसमें इतने मतलब पूरा डाटा को एनालाइज नहीं किया गया.
नहीं किया गया, right? So trend of sugar purchase है in 12 different months. Okay.
12 single column show me 12 different mean cities average of plus month.
Oh, there should be 12 different month data.
I average them all in a single column.
Okay, don't average data ever.
Okay.
Okay. So what do you do when you average a data mathematically?
Sum and different.
You are taking out all of the variations in the data.
Okay.
Right? डेटा ऐसे है ऊपर जाइए.
Make it-
लेट्स डेटा ऐसे जा रहे हो. आपने एवरेज किया तो ये कर दिया. डज दैट रिफ्लेक्ट द डेटा? अगर आप ट्रेन कर रहे हो, अनलेस यू हैव ए ह्यूज डेटा सेट, व्हाई वेस्ट एनी पैटर्न इन द डेटा is gone by finding averages. There are times when you have to do average, but there are times when median works. Another thing, so if my data is like this, is average the best reflector of it? It goes up and then has a long tail. आपका average यहाँ आएगा, but most of the data कहाँ पर पड़ा हुआ है, right? So it's not that big a data that you need to.
Original file भी
हाँ.
मैंने ये दूसरी कॉपी की है.
Okay. Then we have, what do we have here? Let's look from the backwards. So Dix Mac looks like decision maker. I can go and ask her what each columns are. But self-efficiency, is there a German word here which?
सर मैंने कुछ ट्रांसलेट कर दिया है.
हाँ, okay.
कुछ को मैं अभी कर रहा हूँ.
Okay.
तो सर बेसिकली इसमें जो पैरामीटर मैं एनालाइज कर पा रहा हूँ, मैंने क्या किया है कि 3 मोड में डाटा को एनालाइज किया है और 256 पीपल का डाटा दिया है और उसमें उन्होंने कंजप्शन, सेल्फ मोटिवेशन, सेल्फ अवेयरनेस, इस तरह के फैक्टर उनसे एज इनपुट लिए हैं और फिर उससे मतलब जैसे खाने वाले में जॉय क्या मिलता है, मोटिवेशन, खाने के बीच मोटिवेशन क्या है, ना खाने के बीच मोटिवेशन क्या है, इस तरह के फैक्टर उन्होंने इसमें इंक्लूड किए गए हैं। और रेगुलरिटी बेसिस में किस तरीके से खाते हैं, तो वो
So, if is there any doctor जो नहीं समझ में आ रहा है आपको, is there anything
जर्मन वर्ड को सर मैं ट्रांसलेट कर रहा हूँ धीरे-धीरे अपने इसमें।
ठीक है, चलिए. So the question then, so essentially ये था ना कि there is a data we have. So few things which we could do. Either classification. How will classification work? Because they have already done the gender-based classification. Is there a big age variance here?
Age variance, but we don't know ना. We
Age है ना?
don't have an age gender column here.
नहीं, gender column था. Manlish and Weiblish column था. Where is original data?
Yes.
That was the whole crux of that study, that there was men and women column. Okay, you work on that and then call me. Whatever sound graphics, now graphics. तो जो भी आवाज पकड़े फिर मैं इनको नहीं बोल कर सकता. What came behind? कौन ज़्यादा स्पेंड करता है? With a smile, look at the smile on her face. ऐसे नहीं बोल रही है. One more data sample. Blue are males this time. She even changed the color just to be sure that color is not making a difference. Right क्या? तो आप लोग का डेटा यही कहता है. Unless लड़कियां यहाँ पर they have underreported their data, which I don't have any reason to believe. Do we have any reason to believe underreporting of data? No, it's possible, and this is why you need a large data sample. छोटे डेटा सैंपल्स के साथ एक भी अगर बायस कॉज कर रहा होगा, एक लड़के ने 25,000 रुपए खर्च कर दिए एक महीने में, you would move the average up. Okay, and that is why sometimes not, it's not just it. Do the median plot. So you're looking at mean value, right?
Yeah, meet them.
Okay. Or this is the other thing which we will do next would be look at outliers. So is there one boy who is causing the whole thing to go bad? Is there one woman who is spending too little, who is making the whole thing go bad? So these will be outliers in the data, right? So जब आप plot करोगे, take any month and just do a histogram of this, or plot all the 8 boys and girls. If they're all nearby, then they're not outliers. If one of them is lying too far away, that's a data not worth exploring. So we remove that data and we deal with this data. Problem यही कहीं करते करते आपके all of them outliers में बच जाए.
सर पॉसिबल है क्योंकि सबका बहुत फ्लक्चुएटिंग है.
नहीं, फ्लक्चुएटिंग सब है तो ठीक है. अगर एक क्लस्टर है और एक बहुत दूर है, that's not fine. Okay? If they're all spread out, fine. Or just see, okay, let's look at the data. Actually, you know what? Let's look at the data there, and that is something new. So hopefully, we should be able to see. Short humor.80. Voice. So if we just look at the data as it stands here, let's look at 1 month. So this is our January expenditure. We have so there's 3,000, 3,000, 9,000 figure. And who is this who has done 32,000? Impressive. And so you can see there's 132,000, but the rest all are around 3,000, 4,000 marks. There's also somebody who has, this might be the cause of the source of the problem. Somebody who lives in a hostel and spends 500 rupees.
One more hostel and gets 90 rupees and 12 rupees.
There's a 90 rupees expenditure. Who has lived the entire month in 12 rupees? Okay, it's also possible that that particular person, so say let's look at this person, Bluff, there's 54 rupees data, right? So it's possible that, now, here are the problems then we face. You might say that some people is making fun of us. But whenever you collect data, there are always people making fun of you. So we could either remove this data completely, that it's too untrustworthy, it's beyond the general remit. But there are other month expenditures of 205. So is this happened because we did a mistake in translating from original data, or does the original also says 54 rupees? So this could happen, the person was trying to enter 550 or 5,400 and he or she ended up with this number. It's possible. So, or we could just remove the person completely and then see how. Well, the name is Bluff. So most probably the person is bluffing with us. Right? Who is the most expenditure person? It has to be Meera, who is 32,000, 14,000. I think that includes the tuition fee as well. Right? Because you can see periodicity here. So if you plot this graph, it will be periodic. But, okay, yes, counterexample. Okay, there's one girl who spends quite low. But to compensate for her, there's one girl who spends quite high. She has spent more than all the boys. She spent 32,000 rupees. None of the boy has managed to spend 32. And she has been truthful. She has done 14,000, fairly high figures. Okay, there is a gentleman here also who spends roughly 9,000, 6,000, 10,000, that kind of figure. But I don't think so this is just looking at the data. That's not a statistical measure. We can now look at mean. We have plotted the mean. How do you know how much is the difference in the data? What do you plot for that? You look at standard deviation, variance, how much variance the data is. So check for the variance between boys and girls. Is it the same? Is it similar? If it's similar, fine, we can live with this bad data. If it's too different, then that's a different story. And then, of course, there are people who have not given numbers. So are these boys or girls who have not bothered to look at their 24? No, there's a boy and girl, so it's actually fairly evenly distributed. And this goes to show the law of large numbers. If we do many experiments with significant people, even though some will try to make fun of us, hopefully there will be enough decent data which will come out of it. Okay? Good. Now we will do what we generally do at the beginning of the lectures, which is basically we do our introduction. So in most courses you have attended, people introduce themselves right in the beginning of the course, right? I don't go by the beginning bit. If you survive till the last half an hour, then you are worth knowing. Right? So let's see who are the people they have attended. So just briefly, your name, where do you come from, what are you studying, and you will be, are they doing a feedback form here? Already done your feedback. Okay. ये सब काम करवा लिया इन्होंने, फॉर्म भरवा दिया सबसे. Well done. Okay. So tell us who you are and and in one small line, what's your long-term future plan? And if you have absolutely zero future plan, that's a perfectly good answer. Good, let's go from here. For everyone else, I know who you are. I think I know who you are. Go on.
My name is Abhishek. I'm from Central University of Jharkhand. And I live in Azamgarh.
So you study in Central University of Jharkhand and you live in Azamgarh? Hometown. I thought like people from Azamgarh are known for carrying roses in their hands. Good, okay. And what are you studying?
BTech Central University of Jharkhand.
What department? Computer science. Okay, good. You have a long-term plan ready? Well done.
So, I'm Das from Central University of Jharkhand, studying BTech CSE, and I come from Odisha, Rajasthan. And yes, I have a long-term plan because I think I'm now in web development part, and I think I want to expand in research even more.
Okay. So she's from Odisha. She was expelled to study in Jharkhand, and every excuse she can find to come back, she runs back to Odisha. Well done. What about you?
I'm Shyamapada and I'm from Bihar. I'm currently studying in Choubey, Ranchi. And my future plans, I want to be a businessman.
That's very good future plan. Well done. And which part of Bihar are you from?
I'm from Samastipur.
Samastipur. So you traveled all the way till Ranchi, and rather than going backwards, she was like, "Nahi, माँ बाप से जितना दूर हो सके उतना जाना है." So if somebody organizes a conference in Antarctica, Miss Mandal will be right there. Well done.
Hi, I'm Future Choubey. I'm from Jaipur, Madhya Pradesh. I'm studying in the University of Jharkhand. I'm studying BTech in Computation department. And my long-term goal, I have participate.
That's brilliant.
My name is Shyamapada, and I am from current studying in IT development. And my long-term plan is to earn money and practically
That's good. Okay, guys, whenever you go to a job interview, don't give these long-term plans. Right? हमारा long-term plan है सर आपकी कंपनी में CEO होना और आप ही को आपकी कंपनी से निकालना. बहुत सवाल पूछ रहे हो. We will let you take rest. Let's go next. Unless you want to talk. The plans always fail. That's a good plan as well. So you have given up on long-term predictions. Good.
Hi, sir. Myself, Amrita. I'm basically from Jaipur, Jharkhand. I'm currently studying in Ranchi, working BTech and second year. And my future plans are like I want to go to data analytics.
Data analytics. So you're in second year. We hope data analytics survives for another 3 years because in computer science we get a cycle, right? Right now machine learning data is important. Few years ago it was Java, which was all the buzzword. Everybody was learning how to do Java programming. So that's good. Remember one thing. Whatever is the market flavor right now, it's still computer science. It's just we sell ourselves differently. Okay? हम वही काम अभी भी कर रहे हैं जो आज से 10 साल पहले कर रहे थे. Earlier there was Y2K bug. That was the first thing which gave loads of jobs to us. Okay? So enjoy the journey.
I'm from Punjab, and I'm practicing civil and I'm BTech second.
So you're from Amritsar, did you say? Because I'm going to Amritsar in about a month's time. This is my 2 days of not doing work and traveling in India. So we've decided to go to Amritsar and Wagah. So we'll spend a day visiting Swarna Mandir and other places. Very interesting journey. Let's see. So I have got a girl who helps with me childcare. She's from Jalandhar. Right? She's a Punjabi girl. She's studying business in Coventry in UK. And when I was like कि पंजाब जा रहे हो, she was giving me all the guide, यहाँ जाइएगा, ये देखने जाइएगा, वो देखने जाइए, चले, और पंजाबियों से डर के रहिएगा. मैं पंजाबी हूँ, मुझे पता है, पासपोर्ट ले लेते हैं, पासपोर्ट बचा के रख. And she gave me, I was like, तू मेरी माँ नहीं है, मैं भी इंडिया में ट्रैवल किया हूँ. So I hope I will have good time there, but welcome. What about you?
I'm from Odisha, and currently I'm pursuing PhD in mining engineering department.
In mining? Here?
Yes, currently also.
Okay. So what kind of work are you doing in your doctorate?
I'm developing money for better risk assessment approach in mining industry to reduce the excess.
To reduce the excess. Are you looking at any particular type of mines or any particular type of materials? It's open cast mines. Because we mostly have open cast mines here, is it?
No, yes, mostly both the open and underground mines are there, but most of the research is done on the underground mines. So, due to that, I'm going for.
And I guess when you're looking at open cast, it's mostly coal.
Yes,
Okay. And is it looking at this belt or in general?
I'll say.
Okay, you're looking in Talcha. That's good. Good, good, good. Future plans not decided. It keeps changing. And you have two sisters nearby, right? So future plans will be not decided by you. Let's be honest.
I'm Vaishnavi. I'm studying at our university, Bangalore. I'm doing my BBA and major in finance. I want to be a manager.
Oh, she wants to be a management consultant. So have you identified the firms you like to work with, or so?
Goldman Sachs.
But Goldman Sachs is a investment banking house.
You are management.
So why not the big four management consultant firms? What's wrong with McKinsey or BCG? But Goldman Sachs has got equally hard in recruitment procedure, right? I will tell you why she wants to work in Goldman Sachs. उनकी salary ज़्यादा है. Well done.
I'm doing my undergrad last year as well. I'm studying BBA second year at Computation. And I'm from Ivy University.
So all of you three come from the same family and decided to go to the same university. Or were you not enough annoyed with one another? You wanted. It's just mom's decision. Fair enough. I mean, I know we like to abuse our parents, but they have seen the world a little bit more than us. There will be a point of time when we will stop listening to them and then curse them for the rest of our lives. You didn't make us make those right decisions. For example, I still complain to my parents, my school trip went to Puri and they didn't let me go. And I was telling my mother that day, आप नहीं जाने दिए थे ना, अब अपने पैसे से जा रहे हैं. So a bit confusing. That's perfectly fine. Future plan. So most of you are around the second year LAMP course, and some of you are doing in the masters and research landscape. For the second year students, explore before you figure out which subject you would like to express in. There are no bad subjects, right? So the other thing which I will often tell to my students is try not to go with the swing which currently is going on. So right now everybody is becoming an AI ML engineer. So what's your uniqueness? So to some extent this has helped me. I did microelectronics when everybody was doing image processing and computer sciences and programming, that kind of thing. There were only very few of us. And that led to us having a little bit different CV than the rest. So even old subjects like operating system analysis and design, the good old computer graphics, they are still pretty and beautiful. And if less number of people are studying something, the chances of going up becomes much more easier. Agreed? If you have got tons of competition and there's one campus placement company or there's 20,000, let's take this, so there are 30 campus companies coming and there are 300 students applying to them versus one campus company coming and there's just two of you. The ratio is much better here. So keep your scope open, keep your thoughts open, and all the best. Thank you. This will be an end. It was hopefully a long, tedious journey for you for 5 days. I think the most enjoyable part was the hockey, right? And for the local kids, whenever you have something, take people to hockey. It's worth going there, right? I thought you guys loved it. About half of us did not know what the rules are. As long as there's a stick and somebody is winning. Why do you? Yeah, you support a team anyway. Some of you support a team because you come from Bengal. And how many Bengali players were there in Bengal team? Unless the Australians and the English have become Bengalis. And then the local kid was playing from the Tamil Nadu team. Amit Rohidas, he was there playing from the... So that's a good part of these premiership divisions. So enjoy your journey back, have a safe journey, and have fun studying. Some of you came and talked to me regarding research thingy. We can have a discussion later on, but in general, there's too much in life to be enjoyed. Goodbye.
So thank you, Professor Choubey. So actually, I have no word to say thank you to you, because whatever I have observed, that the course was very much interactive to all the participants. Okay, so we are very privileged and honored to have Professor Bhaskar Choubey from Germany. He has come long way from Germany. So thank you again, and you have spent a very good time with us. And the one important thing what I should mention, that he is very much friendly with the participant, and yesterday he spent a good time with you. I missed that, but I hopeful that I'll be meeting him in Germany in some day. So, and I have received your feedback also regarding the course, and all the feedbacks are very good in that sense that you have learned a lot. You have expressed your satisfaction through your feedback, and I also thankful to you, because you have come long way from Jharkhand. You are at the very early stage of your career. You are learning a lot, and you have also done good job attending all the sessions carefully. Okay, you have tried your best to do whatever you have. You have explored many things, I think. So I don't want any physical kind of feedback from you, because already from your faces
Physical
I can...
feedback will be them throwing tomatoes at you. That's the physical feedback.
Physical feedback in the sense that I won't ask you anything, okay? But from your faces, I can understand that you are very much satisfied, okay? Is it not?
Yes.
Okay. So thank you. We'll be meeting again. I will be trying to arrange this kind of workshop again for you, okay? So being the coordinator and being the organizer of this workshop from the Department of Computation and Engineering, I am very much thankful again to Professor Bhaskar Choubey and all the participants, my local coordinator Professor Shishir Sahu, and my HOD Professor Bibhudatta Sahu. So thank you. So we'll be going for like a distribution of the certificate, and that will be handed over by Professor Bhaskar Choubey. We have one small memento for this GIAN course in terms of a bag. We'll be handing over to you also. So thank you. So can we start the certificate distribution? Okay.
Let's just close this data.
Yeah,
which we have
please.
So I've done the last thing, deleted the files from this computer. जल्दी कीजिए because 4 बज के 53 मिनट हो रहा है. Yeah. So the driver body? Yes. What did you want to ask? Hold on.
No, but it increased, right?
Both increase, but the difference is
So one more data we have. Everyone's monthly expenditure will increase between boys and girls pretty much at the same rate. So boys also went up in a year, girls also went up in a year. Still, girls spend less money than boys do. You also plotted it. Okay, that's good. Now, one thing which was interesting was, you see, many times we assume things. And this is why looking at data is a good strategy of saying whether our assumption was right or wrong. So we assume our Kundali's work. We don't have any data of that. Okay. Well, there are data to show they don't work. And that's in similar fashion, we assumed girls should be spending more money than we do. There was a hypothesis done in the second year that girls spend more money than boys. What we did was we did an online data collection of all the kids, make them put every expenditure for every month for last 2 years, and then did random forest classification to see what the girls actually spend more money. And it was exactly the opposite results.
Yeah, I guess first time. That blue bars were.
So, well, boys are constantly higher than. One more data to prove me wrong. That's what the polls study. You got the result. It was all saying the men and women behave differently when it comes to sugar. But they did a very early analysis. So it would be interesting to check is also can we do classification here based on or you can do the reverse analysis based on their preferences.
or to create.
So it seems like it would be great, but I need to again, the more I need to keep myself, I haven't thought through. Go ahead. Shyamapada 20%. Or my email address is copied.
Yeah.
I will take it.
एक पेन पेपर प्रोसेस हो जाए অ্যাটেন্ডেন্স সিটটা কোথায় গেল অ্যাটেন্ডেন্স সিট কাটবে
Jump.
No, কি হলো?
স্যার অ্যাটেন্ডেন্স সিট পেজ
Okay, now photo me, huh? Now I'll call the participants one by one. Khushi Chaurasia, back लेकर कौन? Open करके लो.
You should give me the
Yeah. No, he'll give. We'll be together.
You see, definitely you can't 100%.
Yeah.
They are like in class.
ला देगा ठीक है ला देगा ना ओके नेक्स्ट सिया मंडल नम्रता दे नम्रता दे अपूर्व दास, अपूर्वा, अपूर्व दास, अभिषेक, रुदासी बेरा, गजेंद्र वर्मा, विशाल कुमार सिंह, विशाग्ञा आचार्य. You are from Karnataka? Vaishani Acharya. Vayak Devi Acharya. All you are from same college and Acharya all? Three?
They are brothers and sisters.
Three? Arey, nice. Then Anjuman Sheikh. Okay. Avinash Mahanti. You are from Andhra Pradesh? Odisha. We are Ashok Vardhan. और वैकुंठ साहू. अच्छा, उन्होंने कहा गया उन्होंने रमन कुमार पाल. उधर आसन है. ए शुभंकर टुडू.
किसका मेरा?
शुभंकर टुडू. इंटर स्टूडेंट का है. अच्छा, अर्णव दास पेज हो. शुभंकर पेज. हाँ, शुभंकर दो मिलेगा. शुभंकर टुडू. कार्तिल अर्णव दास. प्रत्युष महापात्र. प्रत्युष महापात्र. तुम्हें नहीं ना तुम्हारे को. ना जाओ ले सुनी बात. मौसमी नहीं है. सौम्या दीक्षित नहीं है. वैकुंठ साई नहीं. उन्होंने स्नेहा. ओके डन. भर गए थे क्या?
रिमेंबर ये क्या
नहीं, अच्छा नहीं, मैं आपको ईमेल से भेज दूंगा।
लेकिन ये सिग्नेचर इज रिक्वायर्ड ना
मैं साइन कर
Digital
दूंगा,
signature।
कर दूंगा,
ठीक ठीक
क्योंकि मुझे बिल्कुल टाइम नहीं मिला। सॉरी।
नहीं कोई बात नहीं ठीक
आपको ये सब अपलोड करना हो क्या? फीडबैक
पूरा पूरा एवरीथिंग
एंजॉय।